Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for map 2, which is Ascent. Once again, we're watching Overslept and Deviant face off. Overslept taking map 1 on Bind, which was Deviant's pick, and now we're on to Ascent, which is Overslept's pick. They'll be starting off on the defender side, and Deviant over on the attacker side. Once again, I'm Disco Ninja, and I am joined with Unchanged, and I'm really excited to see what the second map holds for us.
Yeah, really excited to see what these two teams decide to do here. It was quite a close match in that first game. So, honestly, just because this is Deviant's pick, or Overslept's pick this time around, it could still go the way of Deviant. We've seen a lot of map flips so far, so it's all down to how you take advantage of that utility. Ascent is a map that everyone knows quite well, so I can't see it being too much of a favor to one team just due to the map choice.
Select your agent.
Again, looks like Overslept may be opting to not take a Sova into this, instead go with another double controller. Oh, man, just can't quite decide. Sky, Astra, Sova, who's it going to be? All right, Jin will go ahead and lock in that Sova. So, almost a mirror comp here. It is in fact a mirror comp. Okay, so we've got a mirror comp coming aside for both teams here, which could be interesting. Now, I'm gonna let everybody know here. I have a feeling. Let me keep an eye on the B site this round. I think Rice Muncher. We saw Rice Muncher last round did spend all of his money on the alarm bot and the double molly, so we might see something similar coming out from him over on the B site. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's called a toaster oven. What they like to do is they put the little double molly there onto lane and an alarm bot there as well to try and just kind of fry anybody that's coming through that B push. And yep, we can already see the double molly alarm bot are going to be set up for B, but it looks like Deviant's just going to go ahead and line up for an A hit anyway, so that utility will be a little bit nullified. Maybe a little bit of a split push here. So we'll just have to see what Deviant pulls out. They've got a couple of ghosts, rather one ghost online and a whole bunch of classic and armor. So Unchanged, we'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah, we're looking to see who can get the early pick here. This pistol round, as you say, always important. Get that economy in your favor. And it's Krasim getting the 2 kills with that ghost to start off with, giving Overslept the advantage here. Hopefully they just decide to hold their angles. We'll see Rice Muncher and Jin rotating around, knowing the Deviant are pushing A. Krasim with another kill here. See if he can follow it up. The flank from Jin does get punished. Rice Muncher taking out his counterpart. Hi running away for now on 8 HP though, with the entire 4 members of Overslept just rushing straight into his face. It was always going to be difficult.
Well, I think when the communications come through and you know that the last player is just one jumping classic burst away from dying, you might as well just send it down. And that's exactly what Overslept did, securing them that first round. And of course, a great crunch coming through from them, just trying to challenge that pistol as much as possible. So now we will see the anti-eco coming out from the side of Overslept. 2 Ares, 2 Marshals, and a Vandal in the hands of Krasim. If we remember anything about Krasim, he was an absolute animal last map. So him on the Reyna with the Vandal in second round could produce some pretty disgusting results. We'll just have to see how it plays off. Opera is trying to find an early pick there with the Marshal. We'll get a little bit of damage out onto Squigs, but no kill just yet. Riceless already kind of waiting for some of that mid aggression here. We'll be able to find 1 kill onto High, trying to push up Cat. That's going to give him the main advantage here that they need. Krasim pushing out to help out his friend in mid there. The turret will telegraph Happy's position here as the rest of the team starts to push through market here. Axum Red able to find 1 with the classic, but not go for the second one. It doesn't matter. Rice Muncher will be able to trade him out, and he'll find 2 on the board. And that'll give them their second map as well. Rice Muncher still setting up this toaster oven here. Unchanged. I'm kind of waiting to see that play off for them.
Yeah, not able to get your favorite play out yet, but the turret did bring a huge amount of value to them, just giving away that position of Happy Knot as he tried to rotate onto B site there, allowing them to push off, rotate, and then mop up those kills and hold this defense.
Well, Deviant now with a full rifle buy, they could possibly make something happen if they don't need too much pressure from Niceless, but Axon Red will be able to take a little bit of damage here starting off into the first seconds of the round. Grayson getting called out a little bit with that molly, but the positioning of it, he's not going to be able to find anything. High, just trying to find a little bit more. And look at these two players here on Cat with the good trigger discipline. Grayson will be able to find one. He's going to grab a little bit of health, make it two, as he uses Dismiss to grab a little bit of information. He knows where Axon Red is now, but Axon Red doesn't care because he's just going to be able to click on his head right away. And now Jin able to trade him out as Dusk moves his way up a middle, but Squid off the A main. Now the spike is down. Dusk will find one, but they will lose it out. And the bonus round going in favor of Riceless once again. Can't let that happen. You have to win that rifle round if you're Deviant, because if you let Overslept take that bonus round, their economy is going to be in a really good spot. And now, look at how much money they have. They can afford to lose out a couple more rounds.
Yeah, extra points after a full buy is not what you want to see your opponents having. The op coming out from Krasim, initially Orpa with the buy does give it over to Krasim, so Krasim with the op gonna look for the quick peek here. The bot coming out does get the pick onto Happy Knot, taking out his counterpart on the Reyna there. It's a very split push from Deviant here. They were pushing up both sides and did have their Omen holding mid. So they weren't overly committed to one site here. So we'll see, does the overcommit come from Overslept on the rotate? Dusk not finding these shots, unfortunately.
Just an exchange of whiffs there for Jin and Dusk, unfortunately, but somebody was eventually able to come clean it up. Of course, nothing too spectacular on the round to report. It was just another eco for Ian. So now they're back on rifles, and this is going to be one of those swing rounds. They need to win this round, because if you go 5-0, the momentum is going to snowball way too much on the side of Overslept. So hopefully Deviant able to pull something out, but we already see they're kind of going for a 5-man push here.
Yeah, and Krasim again going to be just holding this ankle. The ult does get smoked and blinded out really early there. Happy not taking a lot of damage though. The hard push doesn't quite work. Dusk does get the trade-off though. They do have site control here, and they do get the lockdown from their Killjoy. Let's see if they can hold out this site. Jin just waiting right on the edge. Gonna push in as soon as it's down. Defender lockdown going in as well, so that's going to be forcing a lot of the Deviant players to back off into his position. Let's see if he can take advantage of this. 4 of them are grouped heavy into that one corner. Didn't quite have the knowledge of where they all were, and they were able to trade off that kill. It does look like Overslept have got site control back here though, so Deviant having to try and hold angles and push back into where they got bombed. Happy Knot on very low health. If he can get a kill, that'd be great, but he can't, and Overslept managed to retake what looked like a good push from Deviant. Just taken straight back there by Overslept, and this 5-0, like you said, not what you want to be seeing here, is it?
No, it's not. And now it's going to put Deviant a little bit here on the back foot. They're going to definitely try to force up here and hopefully try to convert the 6th round into a win for them. But did want to point out, really liked Overslept's coordination there. The way that the lockdown was placed kind of forced everybody into wine, and Jin coming out with the shock dart to try and group up some kills. Unfortunately, it didn't play out the way that they had expected, but definitely worth a little bit of a nod to see that they got their heads in the right places, and that's kind of the tactical advantage that they're going to need if they want to close this out in a really dominant fashion.
Yeah, Russ is getting spotted there as he tries to hold the long angle with the operator. Krasim pushing up with quite a close angle here using the operator. Getting the pick. Rice just gets picked off as well. It's an even 3v3, lot of trades coming out there. The great angle from Orpa, just high, not quite clearing all of his angles. Krasim now looking to push out down mid. They have the spike down mid. It's a hard play. Unfortunately, wasn't going to be able to take advantage of that. Grayson with some very good ult plays so far in this map.
Yeah, really fantastic positioning. I mean, we saw before, even when he got paranoid off the angle, he was still able to get a very good amount of damage out onto the opposing Reyna Happy Not, which, again, sets them up for a little bit of success. Now 6-0. Deviant, they're going to have to change something up here. They can't just keep hugging at these pop flashes. And now, look, here it comes. They're going to run right into the toaster oven. I'm so excited to see how this plays out. And now Grayson is going to be ready for this angle, I think. An interesting off angle to take. We'll be able to find the first pick over on Axum Red. A very good opening pick, taking out their entry on Jet. And now Grayson going to try to bait them down a little bit into the lane. Happy Not able to find that. Here come the mollies. They're going to get popped, and Rice Muncher is going to be good for that. And Molly will pick up the second one as well. And that's a huge value of having that utility up on lane. Rice Muncher just holding on the back of the site with an Odin is going to spray it down and get one more, and Riceless able to clean it up. Now 7-0 in favor of Overslept. Deviant seem kind of stuck. They can't find any solution to Overslept.
No, exactly. They tried pushing onto A a couple times. They had Grayson holding the angle there with the ult. Couldn't get on. Decided to change it up. Let's push through B this time. And they run straight into Rice Muncher's play. As you said, you've been waiting. He'd been setting up every single round. You so wanted to see it. And it worked perfectly there. He got 2 kills off of it. That's exactly what you like to see. He's again just going to be holding this B site down with the Odin. Probably going to be looking to spray through a couple of these walls here as the attackers come through. Jin does get a little bit of utility out of his ult. Give away a little bit of position. Make sure they know that they're not on A currently. See how well they hold down this B site. Orpa looking to get the flank, but the turret does give away its position. Jin going to be unfortunately pushing in with 2 on the off angle there. That was a crossfire angle that they were holding there from Deviant. They have the 3v2. They do have site control now. Happy Not trying to stop that. Push back. Dusk and Rice is now on the back of site using his ult. Grayson coming in as well. Let's see how they try to retake this site here. Rice is going to want to try and get aggressive, knowing that he doesn't have his ult. Gets the pick on the Dusk, but Happy Not trades it off. Grayson trades again and then pops the ult in this 1v1 situation. Let's see. Both rotating around. A little bit of ring around the rosy here from the defender and the attacker. Knows that he's going to be holding that off angle. He's going to try and get the half and then peek.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Just lets him get the full defuse. I'm not sure. Does mess with the economy there. I'm not sure what that was. Where the audio cue was there. Did hear him let go and get back on and just decided that he was going to stand still. I'm not sure. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think Hi there was anticipating the fake, and he was just trying to play the timeout a little bit. Unfortunately, Grayson, I think, just had the better read and went ahead and just stuck it, and luckily that paid off for him. I will say Deviant did a little bit better on their map control there. They did have a little bit more spread out. Of course, Axum Red over here on the lurk. Not sure if I like the agent that they've selected for this lurk, but Grayson might be able to meet him a little bit here. Won't be able to get the pick, but we'll be able to get some information. Axum Red just going to hightail it out of there, knowing that he doesn't want to challenge that up, especially knowing that it is Grayson who has been an absolute menace to them. Now, Appa will team up with Grayson as they take control of A main. Axum Red trying to find a pick there, but he can as Jin actually closes it out, and Rice Muncher with 2 with the Odin as well. Jin just gonna aggressively push out in the mid. Squigs will get shot with his pants down. Jin taking another one, clean it up with a 3K. All kills going to Jin and Rice Muncher that round. It's 9-0 on Jin, and this is devastating to watch.
Yeah, they are definitely just snowballing this with the economy all in their favor. Little bit of a force buy coming out from Deviant at times, not allowing them to fully recover this economy, and they're struggling, not having everyone with the full rifles or the weapons that they would like to have. But that first kill there from Jin was a beautiful flick. He was holding the angle towards A, gets one shot at him, and just flicks straight on, lands that perfect Odin shot. And again, there's another one from Grayson. These op shots are just brilliant from Overslept. They're holding these close angles and just letting Deviant walk straight into their line of fire, and Deviant don't have any answer for it.
Once again, we see a little bit of aggression coming out from Jin pushing down mid. Luckily, Happy not able to punish that aggression, but now he knows where Appa is. Of course, the dark cover will come out, and that will allow him to kind of get off the angle. But Grayson just going to take the fight anyway. Putting the Leer out, we'll just opt to just give up the angle, knowing that the Molly is coming out and knowing that there's at least more than one person there. Isn't going to take that fight with the op. Very wise move. Dusk moving up Cat. Now the paranoia coming out from Appa will blind his teammate, but it doesn't matter because Grayson is going to be able to find the angle anyway with the great dismiss. Gathering some information, we'll be able to find one more for Appa. Hi able to trade out his teammate. And now with an Odin in the hands of Hi in a 1v2, Appa very low on health, but Riceless still fully healed up. Lockdown is in hand. He could use this to win the round, or at least buy himself some time, but it looks like he's going to opt to take this fight. The question is, can he find this kill, which he cannot. Riceless able to use his tailwind to get out, better repositioning, and then find that clean headshot on the Hi 10-0. Deviant struggling to find an answer.
That's the downside of the Odin there, though. Not able to control that spray. The Jet dashes away, and you just can't control the spray of the Odin there in time to reposition and get enough shots on. Surviving with 5 HP gets the kill.
Thank you.
And like I said, 10-0, it looks like it could end up being a clean sweep from this defense of Overslept. They have played this about as well as you could have possibly asked for. These Odin shots from Krasim are just amazing. I think Jin might get caught out here as he looks away. No, can't quite take advantage of it. Krasim gets another kill. Riceman gets traded off. They do have the lockdown in. Orpa does have just enough space to get out of it, but the ult coming in is going to lock into that position. Great ult combo from Skigs there, knowing that the Omen of Orpa is locked into that hell. Can't get away from him. 2v2. He was holding a good angle, but Krasim again with the moving operator shot just does not miss. He is truly dominating with this operator here, and Happy Not now is full HP but is stuck in a 1v1. Jin does know his positioning as well, or knows roughly where he is, so it's going to be very tough for Happy Not to push out of here. And Krasim taking another good off angle, and again the quick scope. Krasim on this operator is looking lethal out here.
Last round.
He is an absolute menace in this server right now, and you got to know that if you're Deviant, you need to try to avoid this man, or you need to find some better usage of your utility to try and challenge him, push him off these angles. Obviously, the paranoia isn't doing it any good. His timing is too good. His crosshair placement is on point. It's still allowing him to get these blind kills. On the other hand, Deviant still not quite utilizing their duelists in a way that I would like to see. Of course, we did see the lockdown and the Hunter's Fury come out, which I was excited to see, but not using it to take any of the space, to keep their Jet, to keep their Reyna on these lurks. And already we might see a little bit of a correction here as Axum Red tries to take the lead here, but gets shut down by Appa, who finds another one on the Hi, and he's just going to use this from the shadows to get on out of there with a clean 3-2 picks. Skiggs can't find the kill onto Krasim. Krasim is just going to be good for that operator kill, and he will be able to grab a little bit of a health off of that as well. Trying to blind fire off that Leer, not able to find the one on Dust, but it's okay because Rice Puncher is there for it. Happy Not will trade it out, but Rice Puncher has the answer. 12-0. Ending this first half, and all they need now is a pistol round. And if Deviant wants to bring this back, they're gonna have to win 12 in a row. Not looking very good for them.
Not at all. That was as good a defensive set as you could get from Overslept. Just holding some great angles. That was a great play at the end there from Orpa. As you can see, he's the bottom fragger of his team. He's setting up a lot of these kills for his teammates. And there he manages to get a couple himself, and then great ult usage there to just shadow step out. He doesn't want to be in there. No, I'm gone. See you later. I'm out of here. I've done my bit. I'm going to leave it up to my team now.
Now we get to see what Overslept can do on this attacking side. They're lining up for a really heavy B hit. The Paranoia comes out to try and blind anybody in logs, as well as a dark cover to smoke off that market angle. But the turret is going to kind of give them a little bit of trouble. But a great split coming up mid, or at least it was a great attempt, as Happy Not is able to find one on Jin. But Appa with the classic will be able to find one. Not looking the right direction, as Axum Red gets one dink on there, and Skiggs is there to back up his teammate. A beautiful little crossfire there. Axum Red picks up a second kill, and now it's a 2v4. Cray Sim and Riceless, but Cray Sim can absolutely pop off in these situations. Now it's all down to him in this 1v4. The real question is, will he be able to make something happen? He does find one, but Skiggs, again, with a beautiful timing there to help out his teammate, will be able to take it out. And now Deviant finds their very first round, a very important round, obviously, but doesn't matter because Overslept, they only need one. And if I were them, I'd probably go through with the Force this round, which looks like they might be doing.
Yeah, they don't want to be letting Deviant get those full buys out. They don't want to be giving them this round. They're going to try and force. Like I said, they know all they need is one round to win. They don't want to let the economy go their way. The last thing they want is this counter trade, and Orpa gets the early pick onto Happy Not. Could be a great pick for them, as he did a lot of damage to them in that last round. Orpa pushing up heavy into Cat now. See if I can catch him off, holding this off angle here. No, he rotates away, so they're able to push through. Can he get back in time before they push? No. Rice Muncher getting up on the site. Open a whole new angle. Silence. Does get picked off. Dusk, they bring it back. It's back to a 3v3 now. Gonna be doing really well. High. All these angles. Dusk pushing out. Rice is not able to do anything with the pistol there. Craze him. Now it's all down to him again. He's stuck in hell. And it's a living hell right now. Does land a really nice headshot to get that first kill. Rotates up. Wants to get the better gun. Can he do it? Oh, so close. High. Half HP. Was so close there. That would have been the best play of this, regardless of anything else that had happened. If he clutched that winning round after being stuck in hell there on that 1v3, that would have been amazing.
I actually thought he had it when the last two players of Deviant lined up for him and he had the Phantom in hand. I thought that was going to be it. Luckily, no whiffs coming through from the side of Deviant, and they keep their head above water for just a little bit longer. And of course, Overslept coming through with the Force last run is going to put them a little bit on the back foot here economically, but we do see a Vandal in the hands of Cray Sim, and honestly, that could be the only thing that they need to open up this round for them. If Cray Sim can find a couple of picks early into this round, he can find a couple of rifles for his teammates as well. Appa been pretty good with this Marshall so far, so we'll have to see if he can make some more happen. Already, taking some space up in Cat. A little bit of damage coming through from mid, but look at that. Cray Sim already with the first pick there. He knows what he's got to know. One more is on site at this point. Have to get challenged here, and Dusk will be able to shut down Cray Sim. A very important condition for them if Deviant wants to be able to win this round, because Cray Sim has been opening up so much for them. Now, Happy Not is going to be able to face down two here with one Marshall shot down. 49 HP, no heal coming through. Appa could potentially convert this into a trade, but she's going to opt to take the spike out right now. 3 Marshalls left on the board for the opposing team. Jan with a beautiful headshot on the high. Happy will be able to trade it out as well. Now a 2v3 for Appa and Riceless. 2 Marshalls still. They're going to need to find some better guns here if they want to make this happen, or pull off an amazing shot. But look at Dusk. He is ready for this push, and in this position with an Ares crouch ADS, he could make a wonderful play happen here. Of course, there goes the 1 in, falls down. Riceless able to take that second one. And now it's just down to whether or not Axum Red is going to be able to win this fight. Riceless opting to keep the Marshall, and of course, will not be ready for it. Axum Red tries to push out. Riceless catches him off guard. And Deviant will take a 3rd round. But now, Overslept, get their full buys in, and we get to see what what's really going to happen.
Can I get this?
Yeah, I do like the buys coming out here. Riceless going to be trying to go for that operator. We've seen it work so well for the defense side so far in this map. Jin, again, just opting to go with his Marshall. He landed a brilliant quick scope headshot there. Just wasn't able to know that there was a second player holding the armor. Axenbreath holding a close angle. Crayson just outguns him there. Vandal v Vandal. Crayson takes the better angle. They're trading off here. This is exactly what Overslept want to be doing. They want this fast push. They're forcing the defense to rotate out into them. Crayson does get traded off there. And there's the win. Orpa picking up those final 2 kills, doing brilliantly. He set his team up perfectly throughout that entire map. Overslept get the 2-0 win, get themselves into the final. Black Galaxy versus Overslept. I'd love to see these 2 teams play against each other in this final tomorrow.
Couldn't agree more. I am absolutely excited. I'm elated to see Overslept play Black Galaxy, especially if they continue to put Krasim on these heavy rolls. Obviously 27-8 with 8 first bloods. I mean, it was definitely a valiant effort from the side of Deviant to try to bring it back a little bit. They did put some rounds on the board, but unfortunately when you go into a half 12-0, I mean, what else can you do? You know, there's just nothing left for you to do other than just do your best. And that's what they did. So Deviant out, like you said, Overslept in. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, the finals of the Ice and Fire Amateur Division. Overslept versus Black Galaxy. Tune in to this channel here, 4 p.m. Central Time, to see a standoff between 2 titans, 2 AIM demons to win for the championship. My name is Disco Ninja. I've been joined with Unchanged. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, everyone.